Hey everyone, welcome. Happy Friday. I think, yes, happy Friday. Welcome in. Let's say our hellos. Hello Donna. Hello Donna. Hello Shirley. Hi everybody. Welcome. Make sure everything's adjusted here correctly. I think we're good. Hi everyone. Hello. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Okay, it says our encoding is overloaded on the top camera, so we're going to come down already on the front camera, so we're going to come down to the top view, and hopefully this should be okay. We'll see. It's unfortunately the encoding. I think we've overloaded the system a couple of times because of all of the different cameras and things like that. So it's right now I think we should be okay. We're at 4288 kilowatt. Yeah, we should be okay. If anything drops or there's any issues, we'll obviously come right back. But hello everybody. The front camera just was not the encoding was not working super great. So we are here at the top view camera. And hello Kelly, thank you. And we are going to get started on our card for the day. So today we are using the brand new stencil that just launched for Stencilpalooza. Can you believe Stencilpalooza is almost over? Oh, I can't believe it. It's wild to me that it's almost over. Let's see if the front view works again. It's wild to me that it's almost over. I cannot believe that we are already through the month of September. With that being said, we have about 6 spots. I know, I can't wait. I'll be in Simon's class cheering him on. We have 6 or 7 spots left for the entire collection. So if you want to grab the entire collection for Stencilpalooza, go ahead and do that. And we'll send them all out. They're sending out on Monday. So they're going to send out a little bit early. So let's go ahead back down to the top view and let's talk about the our Frankscicle. That is our new little Halloween popsicle, which I think you're really going to love. So let's go ahead. Can you see me? It looks like the encoding is much better now once we restarted the program. Let me know if you are able to see me. Yes, you can see me. Good. That's one step in the right direction. Okay, Linda said yes. All right, good. Whew. We were having some issues with the encoding on our end. If you could see, I'm sure you can only imagine what goes into going live and all the different buttons and computers and screens and knobs. And one day I'll give you guys a kind of a tour of what this all looks like behind the scenes. But until now, you're just going to have to trust that it's not just pressing a button. I wish it was. That would make it very easy. So again, let's head down to the table and let's talk about our new Frankscicle. So today we're going to be using a stick and stamp mat, which will be back soon, I promise. Soon. Are the rest of you getting the Halloween scene from the start again? Yes. So this is the stick and stamp mat. This is the one we did with Crop and Create. And then we have our stencil. This is the stencil from today, Frankscicle. Then you are going to need 5 different inks. You're going to need Roar, Shady, Weeping Willow, Later Gator, and the Alabaster White from Brutus Monroe. You're also going to need some Perfect Blend paper. You are going to need the Spooky Friends paper pack. And last but not least, you are going to need the Spooky Friends stamp set. So this stamp set should be in your hands very soon if you ordered the Halloween box. Remember, if you ordered the Halloween box, you should have received an email. The dies are shipping separately for the Halloween box. We apologize, they got tied up, and we wanted to make sure that you were still able to use your Halloween products, as soon as possible. I mean, they should be there, within the next week, but we wanted you to get your box. So don't worry, you are getting some extra items as well. And all I did was I stamped out the Happy Halloween on a piece of our Poison Apple cardstock and cut it out, and we were ready to go. I know, I love the Frankie too. So let's move these items out of the way and let's get to blending. So let's do that first because that is going to be the most important part of this card to begin with. So I'm going to pop this onto my stick and stamp mat, and I'm going to then take my little, we're going to do Frankie's face first. I think that would be kind of our best bet. And let's grab some of our tape here. Yeah, the box is really fun. And let's just tape it. Let's tape it just right here at the top. I think that should be enough. Actually, you know what? Let's pixie spray it. Because this is a large open area and I don't want us to get into a situation. Where is my pixie spray at? Oh, over here. I don't want to get into a situation where and I'm just going to spray around the face here. Because I don't know about you, but when I was little, I used to go to the Green Tree Pool, which is still exists to this day. I mean, it's a little bit of peril right now, but it still exists to this day. And I could not wait to get the Good Humor ice cream. It was my favorite thing to do. We never got it while we were there. We only were allowed to get it as we were leaving. So I would get my ice cream, and I could not wait to figure out which one I was going to purchase or which one I was going to get that day. And I mean, obviously Halloween ones didn't exist. So I had to get, I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Mario. Usually I always wanted to get the one that had the nose, it had a, what's the word I'm looking for? A bubblegum nose. Those were my favorites. And you'll notice normally I would not go in and hit like this. I would start on the outsides and create start doing the blending. But today I'm doing it this way because I want to add some patchiness, because our little Frankie friend, as most everyone would know when you're looking at Frankenstein, he's not going to have the clearest, most smooth skin. And plus it's ice cream, so we would assume that this is going to have some texture to it. So that's why we started in the middle and moved our way out. Next, we are going to grab some of the Viper. And this is kind of on the fly. I wasn't going to do this, but I kind of want to add a little bit of extra shading just down here towards the bottom. This is optional, but I think it's definitely going to add quite a bit to our little Frankie. Our Frankscicle. Oh, that's funny. She said when Jess decides to ship it. Jess is on this live too. She's gonna come for you in a second without even a moment's notice. All right, so let's go ahead and peel this guy off. And there is the start of our popsicle. Oh, SpongeBob, yes. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. All right, so next we are going to do the start of our eyeballs. So this layer is eyeballs as well as the stick. So the stick, the way that I created this is I did the stick in orange, and then the eyeballs we're going to do in white. This should have, I mean, it's not going to be a perfect hint of white, but that's because, you know, the green has not been completely, dried yet, excuse me. But the cool thing about this is we don't really want it to be completely dry, because if you've ever gotten one of those ice creams, and again, we just talked about the SpongeBob ice cream. They are never perfect, ever. They're always like bleeding into each other and blending into each other, and they're never perfect. So this one, you know, we're not looking for perfection on this one either. So let's go ahead and we're just going to pounce the white on. And again, this does not need to be perfect, but we just want to give ourselves the look. And since we're using the Brutus Monroe pigment ink, that is going to make it very white. Now, remember, when you heat it up, if you heat it up, which I would suggest you doing, it will get even whiter. So there's our little white eyeballs, and I'm going to go ahead and heat this up. They're usually discussing it high. That's funny. Okay. So that should be enough, and now we're going to take our final stencil and we're going to place this right on top. And now down in this section here is where we're going to do the shady, which is the black. And then up here we are going to do the Weeping Willow, because we want it to look like he has some chocolate hair. And I think that's going to be a whole lot of fun. What do you think? I can't wait for you to see him completed, because I sure do think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I'm just tapping the dark shade onto the eyeballs, because that pigment ink isn't completely dried. I knew it wouldn't be. It usually takes a little bit for it to dry, but we were able to kind of muddle through. And now let's do his hair. And again, we are using Weeping Willow, because that is our beautiful dark brown from Simon Hurley. Use the black hand. Oh yeah. And you want to make sure you are very deep in color towards the top, because that is where our overlap is. But Simon's inks are great because they dry back, so they won't be as deep in color whenever they are dry. Okay. Yeah, there might be a booby trap under there. All right, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go. So that is our little... Now, it doesn't have to be a popsicle. Obviously, this could very easily be a... instead a... like one of those Rice Krispie treats. You know how they make those real great Rice Krispie treats? It could be that. It could be anything. All right. I don't know where my... Is it in here? That would make sense. Yep, it sure is. So now I'm going to erase... I'm only going to erase this one because I'm going to actually cut this out as like a half panel. You'll see what I mean in a minute. All right. And And let's select our paper. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my Christopher Allen detail scissors, and I'm just going to cut. I wouldn't really consider this fussy cutting because it's really, I mean, we're only cutting like around half of him. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to kind of finding the halfway point here. And I'd say that's about halfway there. There we go. Okay. Or a lollipop. Yeah, lollipop. But that is our stencil of the day. And then let's find ourselves, let's see, what paper do we want to use for him? So I love the ghosts, but I also love the bats. But I really love this because this mimics his stick there. I think that's really, really fun. So I think that's what we'll do. But we need to add a little bit of color over to this side, because if we don't, it's going to look kind of jankalina. So let's add some color. Yeah, it's only 3 more days. Isn't it so sad? We have to do these things more often. All right, so I'm going to cut this down, but first I'm going to go in and I'm going to do just a little bit of shading. I think we'll do a little bit of orange shading on this guy because he has orange is kind of the least amount of color that is here. So let's go ahead and oopsies. Add just a little bit. I use that adhesive on the back, that removable adhesive that I always tell you guys to grab. And let's just add just a little bit of orange, just so the paper isn't so stark in color. All right, so that should work for us. That's all we needed. We just needed a little oomph, right? So it wasn't so stark. And now we can peel off our adhesive. So easy. There we go. We could do something for Inktober. Maybe. Maybe. All right. So that's, I think, going to look perfect on there. Let's cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then we'll be able to see what we've got here. So then he'll just sit on there just like so. And obviously we'll pop him up a little bit because that's just what we do. We pop things up around here, and then I think I'm going to do a full line of gems going straight down here because that's something that I've wanted to do for a while. And I think that'll look really good if we use our hematites. I don't use these a whole lot, but I want to start. And then our Happy Halloween will just go right here. And then I'd say that that's probably a pretty good. I know it's hard for you to see the orange. Maybe we should add a little bit more. Because it is kind of light here in real life too. Let's get these out of the way because I will, without any shadow of a doubt, I will launch that clear across this darn room. without a doubt in my mind. There we go. I love Frankenstein. I mean, well, let's be honest with ourselves. I love all things Halloween, but Frankenstein has always held a special place in my heart. But I love all things Halloween. All right. That's a little bit better. So let's work on building this puppy, shall we? Let us work on building this. Grab my bulk pack of cards. These have been extremely popular. And then let's get to assembling, shall we? Pop that right on there. Yep, that looks pretty darn good to me. And then Frankie, we're going to use our Big Daddy foam things here. These will be back in stock next week. I just got confirmation of that today, because I know so many of you have been waiting patiently for them to come back. This is just, I mean, it's so much easier to use this than it is to, the Happy Halloween is part of the, hold on one moment, the stamp that is in the Halloween box this year. I'll show you in 1 second. It came from, so it was stamped on a piece of our Poison Apple cardstock. And it comes from this. So see, it's this. But I designed it this way so it would take on any color it would, you know, be already quote unquote colored in when you stamped it. All right. Let's go ahead and add on a little bit more foam here. All right. I know, isn't it fun? All right. All right, Frankie. There you go, my friend. And now let's add on, let me put some things away here first. It is. And now we're going to take a little piece of our other adhesive, our little squares. We're going to pop that. I'd say we'll just do one. Let's do one right here. And we're going to do glue on this side. Okay. Because that side will already be, you know, will already be attached to something that's popped up. So I think right there looks good. Yep. And now let's grab our little gems. We're just going to do a line of gems straight down the center here. You got to be kind of quick with this glue. I mean, it's my absolute favorite glue that I have ever used, but you got to be kind of quick with it, because as soon as it hits the air, it wants to begin drying. So it's the only thing, is you got to be quick with it. Or, you know, quick adjacent. But yes, this is my favorite glue, and we'll hopefully have it back in stock soon. It's just we have so many items that need to be restocked. Isn't it fun? We have a couple of other products coming out, not this year, but next year, that have this font on it. And again, if you feel like you used a little too much glue when you're using the Barely Art glue, it's okay, because it dries perfectly clear. I'll show you the card that I made yesterday in one moment, so you can see how clear it dries. And it's going to go all wonky because it's trying to keep up with the shine, but you can see the shine that we have started here. Come on, zoom in, zoom out. We have one, we just don't have the corresponding dies. I can't remember the name of it though. One of the Brutus Monroe team, I'm sure, will. I don't know if it's in stock though, but we would. That would be, you are right. Well, you're in luck, because I just started working on Valentine's stuff. So there you go. Oh, with that font? Oh, yeah. I could certainly whip that up. I'm sure Heather Collins is currently vigorously taking notes. All right. That went quicker than I thought it would. I guess I just have been applying a lot of gems for a long time. It's in stock? Okay, good. Occasional greetings. That's it. I could not think of the name to save my life. All right. So let's put these away, and then I'll show you. Oopsies. Okay. What these look like. I mean, obviously it's not completely dry yet, but once it dries, they are going to be beauteous. There we go. That was going to drive me nuts, so. And there's our card. I mean, how simple, how easy. But this is, I'll show you. So this one last night, I don't know if you remember, or yesterday when I made this one, but this one, you can see this had like a massive amount of glue when I put that down, but now it is just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So Here is our little Frankie, our Frankscicle. And I think he looks great. I love him. Yes, Kelly, they will. We're hoping to have them in next week. I believe one of the two is not being restocked. Shoot over an email. I think it might be, it's either the lanterns or the pumpkins that aren't being restocked. I'm not 100% certain. And there you go. How fun is that? I love it. And you can get him, he's still available from Stencil Palooza. Isn't that fun? I love it. And remember, everybody, the pumpkin patch ends on Monday. Monday's the last day for the pumpkin patch. What is the boot die? Excellent question, my friend. That is from the Jane Hadfield collection. Let me go to the down. I'll show you this way. It is called... So if you just type in Groovy Darlin', this is what it comes from. It is $10.99, and you get the sunglasses, the boot, this whole collection is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let me show you what the collection looks like. Give me 1 second. Because I do still have some pieces down here. So this is from, let me shift this over a little bit. This is the dies. Then we also have the stickers, and these stickers are an insane value for what you get for these stickers. I love them. So we have the stickers. We have, I used some of the ephemera last night, but this is the other second ephemera pack. It has so much ephemera in there. Then we also have the little enamel dots. Also, one of my other favorite things from this collection is the acetate. If you love the shiny, foily acetate like I do, there's one in this set for you. Okay. And then we have the puffy stickers, as well as the just regular everyday cardstock stickers. And I love these strips. And that's not everything. I just didn't bring everything down. But it is an incredible. What is I thought you would never ask, Isis. Hold on one moment. I have that right here as well. Now that my studio has been reorganized, I can grab things very quickly. It is our, I can't remember the exact name for it. There's a really cool name for it, and I didn't come up with it, but I can't remember what that name is. But it is this skull aqua pigment, and let me show you what it looks like. It is a UV reactive. Oh yes, the pre-order is still on for those. Skull Elixir. Skull Elixir, my producer just told me. And it is black light reactive. You can see, I mean, it's very neon right there on the screen, but it is black light reactive. Oh, thank you, Candy. It is super reactive. And it comes in this really cool limited edition skull. I mean, come on. So cool. And when you're done with this, you know, put in your favorite perfume, little, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, that is our freebie for today. All right, everyone. That is it for me for this Friday. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me. If you are taking part in any of the classes that I'm teaching tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be a day for learning. I'm going to have to pack myself a lunch. I'm going to have to pack myself my favorite beverages, and I am going to be hunkered down here pretty much all day tomorrow. I'll probably get here around noon, and I'll be here for the duration. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had to look out the window. Yes, it's still daylight. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a memory or your own ending. I love you all very much, and I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I cannot wait to hang out with 33,500 of you tomorrow for SCT, and then about 100 of you tomorrow for the other classes that we have going on. So thank you so much for being patient with me as I am continuing to learn this new life and juggle work and life and all of that balance. I appreciate you for sticking with me. You're making this CEO's heart very happy. So thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. You enjoy the rest of your night and